Okay, Love Hate, CBT lesson, and the song is Blackout in the Red Room. Remember this one? Thanks to you, Dominic. I do remember, because I probably wouldn't have remembered it. This is around the, we were talking, Dominic, Trickster and Slaughter, Firehouse, kind of the end of the 80s. Actually, I think this was probably 90 or 91 when this came out. And then hard rock really just went a different direction, didn't it? So you know the deal. You've had a lot of CBT lessons done. Everything's notated. The EQ is on your tabs. I'll just say it really quick here. Lows 7 to 8, mids 7 to 8, highs 9 to 10. As far as effects, there's a little bit of reverb. That's it. I mean, it's low, like 1 to 2 on the reverb. In the recording studio, believe it or not, most bands put a little bit of reverb on just to fill it out a little more, and sometimes you can't even really notice it. So let's jump into this. It's flat on your tuning, so half step down, all the techniques. Dude, I should have took your advice on the solo. It's pretty wacky, man. But there's some cool whammy bar techniques and some stuff in here that you'll still be able to get. It's just it's not as simple as it sounds. Put it to you that way. All right, so let's jump in. So you're tuning, like I said, a half step down on this. It starts with, and that's section 1. It's from the beginning up to 4 seconds. You'll see on your tabs how I had to section some of them. It makes the most sense. So it's open E, 2nd fret A. Let's hit those two. A G major, and a lot of the rock dudes play it like this. They do a few different variations of the G major, and you'll find that out later. But 3E with your middle finger, mute the A. It's naturally probably going to do that, and then we need 3B, and then muting the high E. So it should be. When you do the muting, it allows you to be able to hit, all the strings powerful and not have to worry about the wrong string being in there if it's muted. So, okay, then we go to D major. One of the cool things here is the 3rd finger can stay where it's at and just 2, 3, 2, the standard D major chord. Take your thumb and mute the low E. Make sure you're not pushing it down. It just grazes over the top of that low E. Hit all 6, but you're only going to hear strings 5 through 1. So we have, and then back to that same G major. So we have, oops. And then section 2 kicks in, 5 seconds to 23 seconds of this section. It's played twice and kind of starts the same way here, but it's actually kicked into the chunk of the song. So you're going to repeat the first 4 things that you just did. And then this A chord, if you listen close, one of the cool things, man, I know about studio, you start sticking things through the microscope and trying to get things fuller and make things sound better instead of just going, which they may do live, but I can hear the high A in there. So you would go barred 2nd fret D and G, and barred 5th fret B and E with your pinky there, and it's strings 5 through 1, and then rest. Okay, so you got, instead of just going, you know what I mean? And then we go to open E, 2A, 2D. Just, I would bar that. That way your index will serve as a mute for the underneath strings. And then right back to that same A chord. And then you repeat all that. That's 2 times. So here it is. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, again. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Then section 1, 24 seconds to 25 seconds. It's just the very beginning. The E, G, D, G. And then the next part comes in. Section 3, 26 seconds to 34 seconds in the song. It's using the C add 9 chord. It'll go. Alright, so 3A, 2D, 3B, and the open G in there. Alright, try to mute the underneath of the low E and as well as the high E. If you don't, just make sure you don't hit the outer strings, just strings 5 through 2. Then we move to G major. This time you can hear the B note in it. In other words, this is the standard G major. This is how it's typically played, one of the typical ways. 3, 2, open, open, 3, 3 with finger 2, 1, 3, 4. You're already partway there off that C add 9. It's very similar. And then D major, it's the full D major, and mute the low E. Has the open A for the root. And then A major, and I want to show you something on this transition from D major to A major. This time it's a standard A major. So what you would do, let me lower this down a little bit. Going from this D to an A, your index can actually stay there. It would be centered around going middle finger 2D and third finger 2B. Rather than having to go like this and then switch all the fingers, you use it as a pivot. And I didn't used to do that, and then I remember that at one point in my playing I started doing that. So I don't always use the same fingering for the chords. It depends what the next chord is coming up, or sometimes what the chord is before it. Alright, so that's how I would play that. So section 3 is... And then this part, you gotta go down, up, down. It's open A, 2A, and 3A with finger 1 and 2. And it's a walk up to a C add 9. So, drop your first finger to 2D, pick that, and then hit open G and the 3rd fret off the B. But they're all ringing, so once you set something down, leave it down. Okay, so you have, except the index will come up. Slow down. Make sure that middle's not muting the A or the D. And then from there you go to the G major again, the full one, 3 2 0 0 3 3. So we have D major with the A on the bass, and then A major again. Use this as the pivot and strum twice, strings 5 through 2. Actually, no, you could bar that one because we're not playing the high E string this time. So it'd be open A, 2 2 2. That section one more time because that's all that section does. So I'm still doing it that way, but. And then this part's really cool. Section 4, 35 seconds to 41 seconds. Oops. Oops, I gotta turn the page over. Let's go over that first before we turn the page. The open A, the roots off of these are all palm muted. And then go 2G, pull off to open, and you're gonna do that 4 times. And then the 5th time go. It's hard to hear in there, but they are adding that extra note. You'll go open A, 2G, pull off to open, hammer on back to 2. So, and then we're going to repeat kind of that, but the root now becomes the low E palm muted, and you'll do the 2, pull off to the open G 4 times. And then there's a natural harmonic in there, so you'll go right above the 5th fret on the G string, light, light, light pressure, and then lift it off. So that's got to be positioned just right above that silver fret there, and then lift off, pick and lift. And then back to, well, you gotta turn the page to like the beginning part, but it's not as long, or is it? You'll go 4 times with the A string as the root again. Yeah. And then this is in there too, and it's hard to hear. So. And that'll be open D twice, hammer to 2, pull to open. Careful when you do that stuff that you don't go and strum the underneath. Try to keep it, you know, you can stop it off the G string there. Alright, but it is quick in there. Then it goes to section 2, 42 seconds to 1:02. Then it goes to section 3 2 times, second time no star. That's 1:03 to 1:16. Then it goes to section 4, 1:17 to 1:25. So basically you're repeating everything. Alright, except that we're not doing that. We're doing that, but it's part of section 2. It'll make sense in your tabs. Then the solo comes up. Man, sorry dude. Really, I'm sorry. Because you said maybe not on the solo, and I'm like, oh dude. Yeah man, come on Dominic, you got this. It's pretty zany, man. So there's a quick pick scrape, but before you do that, you want your middle finger above the 3rd fret low E, because it'll be like it's real quick. If you don't want to do it, don't, but it's in there. So you'll hammer that 3 on the E out of nowhere, and slide up to around 17 and slide it back. Slide it back to around 9. And then the solo really kicks in here. We got 17E. Let me play the riff first. It goes. And that's 17E, 20B, whole step bend. As a matter of fact, I have a hold line over that, so you hear them together. Yeah. Up, down on that. And then hit the 17E again with an up. And then go 20B, pull off to 17. And then you'll hit that 20B, whole step bend, vibrato. It's a cool little run though, man, just those 4 notes. And that's what I meant by, you know, even if you can't play these riffs as fast as 𝐿𝐄𝐄𝐏 is doing, you still got the riffs, man, to work on. They're blues, little blues riffs, so. He just does it once. So we have. Then that's subgroup 1, which was 126 to 128. And then subgroup 2 is 129 to 130. Real short one. And if you listen close, this is, I don't know that you'll hear this, but he goes 17B up. He goes. And I have a feeling that wasn't even planned. It was just kind of a natural thing that happened. From there you go 19D, pull off to open, and then go 19G. It actually sounds cool, but I don't know that he intended for that to be there. And then go 17E to 20B, up, down. And then do that again, but bend the second time on the 20. So it's... Alright, and then do it again, but it's just a 17E to the 20B, whole step bend. So slowed down, you have. Make loops out of them, man. That'll help with the feel and all that good stuff. And then we have 17 high E up, and then one of these little slash riffs where they're grabbing the 20th fret on the E and B, and you're picking up both, bending and releasing, and those are tricky. Then we move to subgroup 3, and that's this one's really whacked out, man. Really cool. 19. This is 131 to 135. You'll go 3rd fret, or no, 3rd finger, 19th fret on the B. Half step, bend, release, bend, release, pull off to 17. So it'll be, hold on. Yeah, it'll be. You'll want to piece it together for sure. So the next part, after you pull off to 17, is 19G, 17B. And then 19G, pull off to 18. And then try connecting all that. So you would have. or, and then hammer 19. So, and then this part where the whammy comes in. It's tough, dude. It's a tough little thing. He's catching 17 on the G. And when he hits it, you'll actually, you don't even have to pick it. You can just pull off to the 17. It's actually a Vi thing, Steve Vai. So you'll yank the bar up. And then hammer to the 19 G and do that twice. So it's... Alright? And then you'll pick the 19 G and pull the whammy up, release it, pull off to 17, hammer to 19 on the D, and pull 17 and hammer to 19. So it's, you'll have a, where is it? And then go to 12D, and you're gonna do another one of those, pick that, whammy it up, and pull off to 10 after you release it, so it's... Very Vi-ish. After you do that, you're gonna tap the 12th fret 4 times and pull it up to the 10. So you would have, use your middle finger. And then slide that tap down. Subgroup 4 is 136 to 139. And this is crazy too. It's a 2.5 step bend. So you're bending 7 to sound like the 12th fret. It's up there, man. It's also a little bit of a pinch harmonic, I believe. No, it isn't. And then hold it, release it, the bend, and pull off to 5. And then pick 7, pull to 5. And then pick the 7 as a pinch harmonic and bend it. So, and then, yeah. So this part will go 5G, 7G. Pre-bend a whole step on 7G, pinch harmonic and release. And then go 757 DGB, or DGD. And then an open D. 7 pull off to 6 on the A. 5 slide to 3 on the A. So that one's. And then 5E slide to 3 vibrato. Okay, and then 140 to 142 is this natural harmonics on 19th fret on the G and B, but you want to have the whammy down first, pick them, pull it up past the 19, and back down. So it's, and you do that twice. So we have. All right. It's kind of tough too, because the whammy's got to be pushed a little bit, and then you pick, and then you bring it up past it, and then drop it back down. Subgroup 3 is 143 to 145, and that is this. This is the end of the solo, and that'll be, yeah. So it's, yeah. So 19, 17, 17, G, B, E, down, down, up. 20B, pull off to 17. And repeat that, but this time we're going to bend the 19. and then 20 high E, 2-step bend. And then it's all repeats. Section 3 2 times, second time no star, 146 to 201. Section 5, well, you won't be doing that star 1, but you'll be going open A, 2, D, palm muted 7 times, and then 6 times without palm muting. Start soft and build it. 17 E, slide down. Then you got section 4 2 times, section 1 1 time, and it ends with this 5 E, 7 A, and slide. Alright, so we're out of time. This video is getting ready to switch to another video. So if you have questions, you know the deal, man. I talk to you every other day pretty much, man. Thanks. Got some love-hate going for you. That didn't sound right. The band.